morning, everyone. Welcome to NVIDIA's first Robotics Day. We are very glad that you all have joined. And for next 2 days, we are going to have quite a few presentations that will highlight what NVIDIA is bringing to the robotics community. So please tune in and we can go through all the material that we have worked on for you guys. My name is Murali Gopalakrishna. I am the General Manager for Robotics in NVIDIA. Today we are going to talk about creating autonomous machines, NVIDIA Robotics Overview. So on the agenda, one of the things I wanted to highlight was the growing demands and challenges in the robotics world. And then we'll talk about NVIDIA Isaac Robotics Platform Overview. And then we'll how you can go to market with NVIDIA, co-market your solution with NVIDIA. We'll talk about that as well. First, I think it's important to realize how big the market is becoming for robotics. The global market for robotics is expected to grow a compound annual growth of around 26%. And that's going to be around $210 billion by 2025. And it's already $100 billion in 2020. So also, specifically when it comes to the autonomous mobile robots, given the pandemic and as well as the e-commerce revolution that has dawned upon us, it's already today in 2019, it was $1.9 billion, and it is expected to grow at 20% year over year from 2020 to 2027. So it's extremely robust market, as well as it's growing at a breakneck speed. And I think there is a whole new set of autonomous machines that are coming to the market. And NVIDIA is going to provide you solutions as well as platforms that enable you guys to go to the market in faster and more efficient way. The challenges for robotic development. This is not something new. Many of you guys have been through this. It's expensive, time-consuming, at times dangerous. And this is one of the areas that we believe the simulation side of it is going to play a huge role in making robotics development easier and more affordable. And then also the scalability aspect of it, unstructured environment, high dimensional as well as uncertain. And then the complex system, the kind of sensors that are available for robots, and then the ever-evolving scenarios that are cloud, edge, as well as what needs to run where. All of these complexities make the robotics development pretty complex. What we want to talk about today is how we are going to make each of these steps easier with NVIDIA platform. Isaac Robotics Platform. This is the platform that we are offering to all our customers as well as ecosystem and developers, where you will be able to develop robotics solutions across the board from edge to cloud. So every company, every developer starts envisioning a robot. We are taking an example of a mobile delivery robot here, and we envision this is the robot we want to build. How do we go about it? One of the first things that we would like to do is start figuring out how to design the robot, how to simulate the robot in a photorealistic environment with the physics capabilities, and then also domain of the robot that we are going to build into. Are we going to build a warehouse robot? Or is it going to be a delivery robot? And then generate the data or this data required for you to train the robot. The process of simulating the robot and then providing, generating the data, and then training the data to make sure that you have autonomous machines that's capable to develop the robot is extremely important. What we are also doing is we are providing you many number of assets, Isaac ROS, Riva, DeepStream, Jetpack, pre-trained models, as well as our collaboration with the open source community to develop these robots. And then deploy the robots on Isaac ROS, Riva, all these SDKs that we bring to the table. All of this put together is what we call Isaac Robotics Platform. We also have a rich ecosystem that brings all these robotic partners, from sensors to AI frameworks to robot computers, robotic software solutions, reference platforms, device management, and CSP. We work with pretty much all the CSPs in the world. So the idea is to be able to simulate the robot in a photorealistic environment with physics capabilities. You do the data generation where you are able to use the Omniverse Isaac simulator to do the data generation, train using the data, as well as then you will be able to take the trained brain for the robot in the simulated world, bring it to the real world, and then deploy it in the real world. Here we have some deployment software, especially when it comes to Triton and Fleet Command, that enables you to scale these robotic solutions to hundreds of robots or thousands of robots, depending on what your scale of solution is. So all of this together is what we call Isaac Robotics Platform. Accelerate the process of enhanced robotics development, simulation, and development. We are going to talk about each of these elements throughout these 2 days, but I'll also give you a very quick glimpse of what is what in this presentation. One of the important things is NVIDIA has been working on robotics for a while now. We have a rich ecosystem of partners who have developed robots, who have taken it to market. Some of the robots that you see here, like for example, Postmates, now called Serve Robotics, has developed delivery robots. KiwiBot is another one that is been building the delivery robots. And then we have the AMR market. That is basically, we have Japanese company called Musashi, Geek Plus, and many of you know Six River Systems, which got acquired by Shopify for $400 million. They actually use Jetson for their robots. And then from agriculture, John Deere is using it for see and spray. Toyota is using Jetsons or NVIDIA technology to develop robots for exoskeleton as well as service robots. On the rightmost corner, you have seen the healthcare. There is a significant uptake on the deployment of robots for cleaning as well as some of the COVID-related scenarios. And you can see there is a company in Japan that is building an autonomous wheelchair. So we have a diverse set of partners who have built robots using Jetson platform solutions. Everything will become smarter, including the robots, physically and visually accurate, and also it's going to be complex virtual worlds. And I think it's one of those things where it's going to be extremely important for all of us to realize how important simulation is going to be. Anything that will be built will have a digital twin, and this is something that is coming to fruition right now. Anything that moves will be autonomous. We believe one of the reasons we call ourselves autonomous machines is anything and everything will be autonomous is what we view of the world, our view of the world. Anything autonomous will be simulated. All agents can only achieve intelligence by training. So we want to have training at scale. So we will be able to provide the environment where you will have photorealistic environment and the environments will obey the laws of physics. And you will be able to train your robots at scale, and so that you will be able to develop AI that is required for these robots to be deployed. In that respect, our Omniverse Isaac Sim is a simulator that is going to be available as it's available today. And what it does is, obviously, it provides the robots and sensors. It also enables you to do synthetic data generation. And then we have extensive samples. From robots and sensors, you will be able to import your robot model using URDF importer. And then we have a set of sensors, a diverse set of sensors, RGB, stereo, depth camera, instant and semantic segmentation. We have LiDAR, we have ultrasonic. All of these are part of our Omniverse Isaac Sim, which is in beta and is available for any of you to download. And domain randomization is one of the areas where you will be able to use different scenarios within the warehouse or any of the environments that you're building, and synthetic data. This is going to be extremely important for the robots to be trained, is you will have to build the synthetic data that is required for the domain that you are training the robot in. So one of the important things that we believe is synthetic data is going to be extremely important because not every developer or not every company has access to the data. You will be able to generate your domain-specific data. You will be able to use that data to train your neural networks and get the highly accurate networks that you need and take it to the real world, augment with real data, and you will be able to do that in a more seamless fashion. So Isaac Sim, Omniverse Isaac Sim, not only provides the simulated, but it also provides an end-to-end workflow for you guys to be able to do it. We also have many samples. We have JetBot. We are continuously evolving the number of samples that's out there. We have ROS samples. We have ROS and ROS2 navigation. And this is going to be one of the important strategies that we are going to enable our support for Isaac Sim to be on ROS and ROS2 as well, which is very popular. And then we also have Isaac ROS gems that we'll make available for within the Isaac Sim world. Introducing Isaac ROS. We have been talking about Isaac ROS for a while. I just thought it would be good for us to give a quick introduction of what we mean by Isaac ROS. Isaac is our platform for anything and everything robotics. And we have been working with OSRF as well as the ROS community to make sure that we can enable customers using Jetson and ROS to get the best performance, and they will be able to scale. So Jetson, NVIDIA Jetson has 800,000 plus developers. It's an open source community. We have 800,000 robust AI developers. And then ROS and ROS2 combined have 750,000 plus downloads. The idea of introducing Isaac ROS is to be able to not only bring AI to the ROS world and ROS community, NVIDIA AI perception is going to be extremely important. So we'll bring hardware accelerated gems that we are going to talk about, stereo depth, April tags, all of these gems, and we'll continue to evolve these gems so that you'll be able to scale more meaningfully. We'll optimize the ROS framework along with OSRF and also the developers to make sure that AI workflow is smooth and as well as easy in the ROS community. Scale with AI algorithms. As we have been discussing, AI algorithms will help you scale into different domains as and when required. So combined with Isaac, our robotics platform, and ROS, the most popular framework, we bring Isaac ROS to the world where you'll be able to use AI into the ROS community. We have a rich suite of Isaac ROS gems that we are bringing to the community. We have started with our EA1 version. I think we have already had that talk previously by our Isaac ROS team, and we also talked about Isaac Omniverse Isaac Sim, also talked about some of the Isaac ROS gems. So what we are providing is these are some of the gems that we are working on, and we'll be making it available in next few months. Free space segmentation, 3D object pose. Also, we'll have LiDAR support, DeepStream integration. DeepStream is our perception pipeline that is integrated, so we'll be able to use the DeepStream for perception and then hand the control to the ROS. We also have stereo depth. All of these algorithms, all of these AI domain-specific accelerated algorithms will be made available for the ROS community. And they will be available as open source, and they will be available in the GitHub. Also, one of the other SDKs that we bring to the ROS community or bring to the open source community is the DeepStream. This SDK is widely used, and it is built on top of open source GStreamer framework. And one of the things that DeepStream provides is highly optimized framework for developing and deploying your perception pipelines. It consists of a variety of GStreamer plugin functions such as decoding, scaling, cropping, color space conversion, batching. All of these are hardware accelerated. They come as plugins, and you just will be able to plug into the GStreamer. And one of the important things that is made available is this enables extremely low latency real-time inference, which is critical for robotic applications. So this is one of the areas that you'll see is we have a heterogeneous architecture within NVIDIA Jetson. we have CPU, we have GPU, we have NVIDIA Coder, we have deep learning accelerator. You'll be able to seamlessly use each of these accelerator as and when you require for different functions so that you can get maximum performance out of our Jetson platform as well as from the DeepStream. So NVIDIA Triton Inference is also one. NVIDIA Triton Inference Server is simplified deployment of AI model. It simplifies the AI deployment of my AI models deployment at scale. It can deploy trained AI models from any framework, PyTorch, Onyx, TensorFlow, all of this, and maximum AI inference performance built in advance of scheduling and batching algorithms. All of this will be available, and it is actually open source, and it's available on GitHub. So you'll be able to use the inference server to deploy the robots with their AI models. You will be able to scale seamlessly. Riva Conversational AI is another SDK that we bring to the table, which basically enables ASR and NLP processing. And as you can see on the right side, some of the applications that we believe that will benefit from this is human-machine interface, robot assistant, service robots. We will be providing pre-trained models for ASR, and you'll be able to retrain with Tau Toolkit, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. And you'll be able to provide inference on top of Jetson, Jetson AGX Xavier and Jetson Xavier, to provide speech capabilities or to provide new human-machine interface to your robots. All of this have individual sessions as part of the NVIDIA AI Robotics Day, and you should be able to tune into all of this to get more details on each of this. NVIDIA Tau framework is what train, adopt, optimize. What we have been working on is we have been working on providing pre-trained models, highly accurate pre-trained models for many number of AI algorithms. All of these are available on our NGC. You'll be able to use the NGC pre-trained models. You'll be able to bring your own data, and then you'll be able to retrain using our Tau or transfer learning toolkit. And you'll be able to deploy to different applications, be it smart city, factory, logistics, healthcare, any number of robotic applications. You'll be able to do that using NVIDIA Tau framework. Tau framework is available, and it is now fully functional for Jetson, and you should be able to deploy any of your models downloading from NGC, the pre-trained models. So please take a look at it, and this will help you to scale your AI algorithms further than anywhere else possible. These are some of the pre-trained models that we are making enable. One of the things is development time should be reduced drastically, where we are providing you base models, highly accurate models, and then you'll be able to use that and augment it with your data, and you'll be able to flexibly train any number of permutations, and you'll be able to get the network to work for your functions. Today, we are providing some classification, detection, and segmentation algorithms, and it's all available. And we also have few voice/ASR samples that are available as well that can be reused with Riva. Sorry, I have trouble moving the slides. Give me a second. So the Jetson family. So this is our hardware solutions that we have made available for many of you guys over the years. We have Jetson TX1 series, TX2 series. Now we have Jetson Nano, which is kind of a platform for AI for everyone. And Jetson Xavier NX is our small form factor 10 to 15 watt computer that enables you to get up to 21 TOPS of performance. And Jetson AGX Xavier is our flagship product that is available for autonomous machines. And this will provide you 32 TOPS at 30 watts. So you can imagine the kind of functions and kinds of algorithms that you'll be able to bring to the table with the Jetson platform. So Jetson software is our base software that we enable for AI at the edge devices. Jetson obviously comes with the Ubuntu file system that you'll be able to use and leverage. It comes with Jetpack SDK, Linux, and then it also has DeepStream SDK and Isaac Gems on top of it. Is available. And we have significant number of developer tools where people can leverage and build AI applications. So Tao is one of the things that we just talked about as well. We get the pre-trained models, use the transfer learning toolkit, augment your data, train the model, prune, and deploy it on top of Jetson. And you'll be able to get highly accurate, domain-specific applications or mobile models that you'll be able to scale across the different functions that you can see here. Some of the things you just noticed are all the things that we are developing for our customers as well as our startup community and developer community. I'm going to talk about go-to-market with NVIDIA, how you will be able to go to market with NVIDIA. So one of the things that is extremely important and also very valuable is the Inception program. NVIDIA Inception program is an acceleration platform for startups. We provide expertise. We actually provide from all the way from training to introducing it to venture capital. Here you can see we provide you a guidance on NVIDIA's SDKs, obviously. And then we also provide you a deep learning institute credits. We provide you support. We actually have some discounts for NVIDIA Inception partners. And we help you in go-to-market when it comes to the opportunities in NVIDIA GTC, where you'll be able to present, and we'll also be able to provide you collaterals that will enable you to go to market in different marketplaces. Expertise is complementary sessions in NVIDIA Deep Learning. We talked about it. It also includes Jetson, and also we have for education as well. So you'll be able to leverage all of this as part of our NVIDIA Inception program. Technology, affordable and usable. We have DGX systems, we have RTX, we have Jetson, we have all of this that you'll be able to use. And one of the things is that you can do the try before you buy with our EGX and DGX systems. This is available for Inception partners. Please take a look at it. Reach out to your Inception account managers. They'll be able to help you in getting these solutions in place for you guys to leverage. Go-to-market. Obviously, we'll provide NVIDIA logo, website badges if you are part of our NVIDIA ecosystem. Social images, we'll definitely make sure that we'll be able to use NVIDIA assets to promote your solutions. Press release, we will work with you guys in making sure that you have certain guidance as to how to release a press, how to release your robotic solution to the press, and we'll help you along the way on all of those aspects. We would love to celebrate your success. We have the GTC events. We provide you a platform to create webinars. We provide you help on press releases, newsletters. We help you write blogs, and we'll help you promote the blogs as part of our dev news blogs as well as our corporate blogs. And we would love to work with you guys on go-to-market and support you guys to make your company successful. We have an upcoming GTC, November 8th to 11th. So we would love for all of you guys to join us. And there's going to be a tremendous amount of sessions. If you still have some of the sessions that you would like to talk about, please reach out to our GTC managers, and we'll be more than happy to help.